All right,
Okay.
thank you so
Hi,
much.
Cassie.
Hi, Renny. I hope you're having a great day. It's good to meet you.
I mean, the best day ever. Good to
Oh,
meet
that's
you.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
How was your day?
It's okay. It's almost over. So, round in the
Yeah,
home stretch, but great way to end my day talking with you. It's so great to meet you. I'm a
you
big
too.
fan of this franchise and just horror movies in general. So my first question for you is a colleague of mine saw you at a panel, he said a couple years ago, and he told me the original plan for The Strangers 1, 2, and 3 was to release them all within about a year of each other. And that didn't happen. So can you tell me what happened there? What changed?
Very good question. Life took over.
Mm.
First of all, we felt after the first movie, having shot all these three movies in 53 days, we really felt like we could improve on the subsequent chapters. And luckily the first movie was successful. So the studio said, okay, if you want to do some improvements, we'll give you the money. We support you. And this way we were able to sort of listen to the fans and see what the response to the first movie was, why certain people didn't like certain things and why certain people did. And we went and we had already cut the second movie together, but then we kind of took it apart and analyzed it and said, okay, where can we improve and where can we give the fans certain aspects that they are after, which, for example, was that they were really keen on exploring the strangers themselves a little bit more and understanding, without taking away the mystery and the randomness of their acts, but understanding a little bit like who they are and why they are doing this. So we did that, and we did, maybe a week and a half of additional shooting, and then we had to cut it into the movie and score the movie again and do the sound effects and everything else. And so it all took time. It was a process, and then the studio said, okay, now we have to date this and figure out where it fits in our release schedule. And it just, like we literally thought when the first movie was coming out that the next movie was going to be out within like 5 months,
Mm.
but we were just silly movie makers living in our little fantasy world. But the distribution people, they are very uh, organized and planned and mature, and they look at things in a very realistic way. And they just looked at the calendar and said, okay, there's no good dates here, and then there's a good date there, and then it ended up being, you know, almost a year and a half
Mhm.
since the first movie, and that's just the way it goes. And but now we've already done the additional shooting for the third movie, and it's pretty much finished. We've finished editing it. The studio has seen it; they love it, and we know that the movie is coming out next year, so it won't be as long this time, and it'll be, of course, interesting to see how the second one manages. And
Yeah.
but I don't anticipate that we'll go back and do anything additional to the third one.
Okay. Okay. Well, gosh, putting so much heart and soul into this project, I'm wondering how has your personal relationship with the Strangers franchise? I mean, has your passion for it, has it changed? Has it evolved?
It's definitely evolved, but in a good way. When it was first offered to me, like my first reaction was no. But then when I realized that it was three movies instead of remaking the original, then I was like, wow, that's an insane opportunity to be able to follow these characters for 4.5 hours instead of the usual 1.5 or 2 hours. So I was super excited about it. And then it's been a long journey. And I know it because I just realized something as I was talking at the premiere a couple of days ago, and I realized, like, wow, my daughter Coco was born 3 weeks before we started production on this whole thing. And
Oh.
now, as the second movie comes out, she's 3.5. So it's been a huge journey for all of us, and I think that's I've gotten to know these characters so well, and my passion, it has just grown from what it was originally, and I feel so close to these characters and people and everybody involved that it's just taken a life of its own. And now I just hope that the second one will be successful, and I'm sure the third one is going to be in wide theatrical release next year. But of course, more successful these are, more we pave the way toward the future. And hey, let's hope that the third one is so successful we get to do another three.
Absolutely. So how old will your daughter be when you finally let her watch these movies?
That's good question. But the joke I made in the premiere, I said, I hope that but the rest of these movies come out before my daughter will be driving me to the theater. But yeah, it's a good question. Like somebody actually just showed me a clip that they had seen, that I had put on Instagram, where I was editing my movie, and it wasn't actually this movie, it was a different movie, but I was editing the movie on my laptop, and then my daughter, who was like 3, came next to the screen there, and I was watching it secretly kind of over my shoulder, and she was like, "Oh, that's pretty scary, Daddy." I was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be watching this." Uh, and then she was like, "But your movies are my favorite movies." I was like, "You've never seen
Oh.
any of my movies." I was like, "How do you know that they are your favorite movies?" And she said, "Because of you, Daddy."
Oh, she's a little
So she,
biased.
she
She's a
was
little
she was a little
biased.
biased.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
very sweet.
not a completely objective critic. But yeah, I think she's got to be, well, I was like 6 when my mom took me to a theater to see Rosemary's Baby.
Oh my.
So I think that maybe that's a good age.
Yeah, start them early. Why not? All right.
So,
All right. Renny, it was so nice meeting you and talking with you tonight. Best of luck with this movie and everything going forward. It was
thank you,
lovely
Cassie.
talking with you.
You too, Cassie.